Hello, it's me again, Nightrider7602. Sorry I was gone for a while. I just had to clear up some things real quick. My computer was having issues. But enough of that. Let's start with my parody movie rant on the Scary Movie franchise. Ooh. The Scary Movie franchise started in the early 2000s with the first one. It's pretty famous for parodying multiple stuff like, well, I guess every horror movie genre known to man, and random like other movies, or the fact that it parodies like, real-time events. Now, I like the Scary Movie franchise. It was amazing. I liked the first one. The second one, okay, no, the second one was pretty stupid. I have to admit, the second one was the only one I really just hated. The third one was okay. The fourth one was just super funny. But my thoughts overall as a series, it was okay. It's good, but one thing we could have dealt without are the multiple, not scary movie references. That's pretty much the premise of the movie. But just the fact that it actually parodies other movies. Now, because of Scary Movie franchise, a lot of other people who make movies are all like, dude, if Scary Movie did actually so good in theaters, why can't we make a good parody movie ourselves? Now, here's the issue. Parody movies focus too much on references and jokes. You have to, keep it fresh, keep a little plot. Don't, throw in too many references at once. And I'll give you examples of movies that I have seen that I will tell you in my own review about. Starting with Epic Movie. Okay, I have to admit, that was a complete waste of my money. This movie was okay, but it was just stupid. I mean, sure, it's kind of based off of the, Willy Wonka, Narnia, a bunch of other movies, Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's okay. At first you're just like, oh, so it's just a movie about, four kids, kind of like Narnia. No, this gets stupider. Basically, it's like, one of them's a mutant, one of them's a blonde chick, another one's black, of course, another one's Mexican, and it's like, the jokes are just pretty stale. It's all the same thing. It's all referenced and then a certain joke. I just don't see it anymore. When I first watched it, I just thought it was freaking hilarious. But when I go back to it, it's just, seriously, that's a joke. You can't go through one movie without I don't know what kind of jokes are normally in in parody movies. Drunken jokes, fat jokes, gay jokes. So many references. The movie overall was okay. It was kind of a disaster. I don't think I liked it too much. It's just that I hated it. It was just too many references. Unlike this one, Meet the Spartans. Okay, this one was even stranger. It parodied 300, but it parodied a lot of real-time events, like Britney Spears shaving her head, and that's and Anna Nicole Smith and all those people, rich people, Donald Trump. Now, it also parodied, parody other movies like Transformers 300, Spider-Man 3, surprisingly, which is an odd thing to parody, which is pretty also hard to parody because I don't think nobody will probably get the reference at first because it's a short little fight. Everybody will probably get the Ghost Rider reference, but this movie was done great without. It's just no one thing I just hated with this movie. The whole fact that it actually had to use crotch shots. No, you don't do that. So what if Britney Spears did that? You don't go copying everything you hear on the news. Except you're and yeah, don't I'm not gonna make a reference to that. It's kind of sad for an otaku for me. But this movie just stunk, man. I hated it. It was just too much of a reference instead of actually sticking to a plot. Unlike the disaster movie, which was okay. This movie was okay at first, but then later on in the movie, it gets weird, like weirder than I don't know what. Basically, this movie is supposed to parody like movies based on disasters, and there are only like a few disasters like freezing, rain, like flooding, freezing, meteors, and a giant tornado that with random cows parodying the Wizard of Oz. Though, even though this movie actually made me laugh a lot, because High School Musical is like the one movie I don't hate it. It's just that where on earth would you actually find a singing group of people, and this actually happened? And I like the fact that they actually added an animated movie into a live action style. The Kung Fu Panda thing kind of worked out for me. Nah, who am I kidding? The Kung Fu Panda thing worked out, but it kind of just it was an movie. I'm saying it's good, but it's not that good. It just lost my focus after a while. Plus, what's with the references with all these giant references? Unlike this next movie I'm going to review, this has the most humongous references in history of references, and I'm talking about vampires suck. This movie, I recently go see this movie, and that movie stunk. Okay, I'm there. It stunk. Okay, the whole movie is basically based on Twilight, but you don't have to hammer it in on it. You don't have to hammer it in like every 5 seconds. It's a Twilight reference. Technically, it's all like, oh, there's a guy you're gonna destined to have like a 4-book relation series with, and possibly have a baby. Then there was a then there the good thing that came out of it actually was actually one of the full Tory members were drinking True Blood. I watch the show sometimes on and off, but it was funny, but it's just stupid, man. Also, what's with the fact like, of course, what's with the fact like you have to hammer in the Twilight references? I get it. You are about Twilight. You don't have to go like, oh my gosh, Twilight this, Twilight that, Twilight this. Actually, one thing that actually made it work was how they reference all the movies at once, like Eclipse. First it was Twilight, New Moon, and then Eclipse. We don't know about Breaking Dawn, which is kind of scary for me to actually say, because after seeing this movie, I either one don't want to see the next movie. Nah, I'm just yanking your chain. I want to see this next movie. I want to see how they do for an intelligent 2-year-old. But I just felt like this movie, was kind of odd, strange, and contradicting to themselves. Like, the movie is supposed to, yes, I know, like they're vegetarian vampires, but they all wind up trying to suck Rebecca's blood, which is kind of contradicting yourself, don't you think? Well, I guess to close out, parody movies are okay for the first time around. I mean, sure, the jokes are funny and stuff, and I did actually forget another movie. It was called Stan Helsing. That one was just basically another scary movie genre kind of flick, but parody further back ones. But you know what? Finally, I'll just say this. I just hate parody movies in general. I just go see them so I can review these for you guys. See you later.